In our previous lectures, we learned that program is a set of instructions that are given to computer to perform a specific task. So, it is clear that flow of the program is according to the instructions. Mostly, these instructions are in sequential form, means one after another. But sometimes we need to create a program with a specific condition. For example, we eat food only if we feel hungry. So there is some condition existing. Let's take another one. Suppose there are 40 students in a class and we have limited number of prizes. So we have to follow some criteria. Like, if a student scores more than 80% marks, then he is eligible for prize, otherwise not. Now, if we want to create a program for that, then how can we write the code? Here, we use some conditional statements such as if statement, if-else statement, nested if-else statement, switch statement, conditional operator, break statement, continue statement. The decision-making statement checks the given condition and decides which block of statements to execute after success or failure of the condition. The important points to be known related to decision-making statements are: firstly, they should be sequential execution. The statements in the program are executed one after another in a sequential manner. This is called sequential execution. Secondly, transfer of control. The statements such as if, go to, break, continue, switch allow program to transfer control at different places in a program. This jumping of control is called transfer of control. First, let's discuss about if statement. The if statement is most basic statement of decision making. It may be implemented in different forms depending on the complexity of conditions to be tested. The different forms are simple if statement, if-else statement, nested if-else statement. Most of the languages use if as a keyword to execute a set of commands when the condition evaluated is true. Now, let's discuss about the syntax of if statement. It includes some expression that contain a condition. If this condition is true, then block of if statement will run, otherwise not. So, if we want to use if statement for price distribution problem, our program will become like this. In this, we have to take a variable mark that contains marks of students, and condition will be as if marks are greater than 80, then print you are eligible for prize. Next, if-else statement. The if-else statement is a variation of if statement which takes care of both the true and false conditions. It has two blocks. One is for if block, which is executed when the condition is true. The other block is else, which is executed when the condition is false. In any program among if and else, only one block will be executed. When the condition is false, then else part will be executed. Otherwise, if is executed and then automatically else will be ignored. So, if we want to use if-else statement for price distribution problem, our program will become like that. In this, we have to take a variable mark that contains marks of students, and condition will be as if marks are greater than 80, then print you are eligible for prize. If the condition is false, then print a message, have better luck next time. The if-else statement can be in nested form also. Nested means conditional block inside a conditional block, that is a condition inside another condition. In this kind of statement, a number of logical conditions are checked for executing various statements. Here, if any logical condition comes out to be true, then that block of if is executed, otherwise control moves to the else part which is executed by default as a result of failure of the condition. In order to execute the else block based on some conditions, we can add repetitively if statements in the else block. Flowchart for nested if-else statement is given as: in this, firstly it checks the first condition. If it is true, then it will check second condition, otherwise it will check third condition. Next is syntax of nested if become like this. Here, if condition is inside the if condition exists. Let's discuss again the previous example, that is price distribution. Now, if we change the statement a little bit, like student is eligible for prize if he scores marks more than 80%, but all students receive different message as 80% to 90%, very good, you are eligible for prize. More than 90%, excellent, you eligible for prize. So, we can use if statements in different forms according to the requirement. The other conditional statements we'll discuss